The story begins with Sana. She is a cute high school girl who loves to scroll through social media in her free time. Her favorite thing is looking at photos of handsome boys and liking them. On the other side, there is Kanato. He is considered the most handsome and most popular boy in the whole school. Almost every girl in the school is crazy about him. The funny thing is that Kanato doesn't have his own social media account, so all the photos of him on the internet were secretly taken and uploaded by girls. One night, Sana is relaxing and looking at her school's Instagram account. Suddenly, she sees a photo of Kanato there. Seeing him, she sends a message to the account and says they should upload more photos of Kanato. A little while later, she gets a reply from the same account. The person on the other side asks if the messages sent in the chat are visible to everyone. Sana replies that no, these messages stay only between the two people. Then she realizes that the person running the account has no idea how social media works, so she offers to help, but after that, she gets no reply. The next day, Sana arrives at school. There, she finds out that Kanato often skips classes. While she's there, she meets her friend Yuzu. As they are talking, a boy named Ryo, whose hair covers half of his face, is standing far away, quietly watching them. After a while, Sana goes to her class, but as soon as she reaches her locker, she is shocked to see Kanato waiting for her there. Kanato asks her if her username on Instagram is Sana Face. Surprised, Sana says yes. Then Kanato tells her he was looking for her. Just then, some girls come there looking for Kanato. Seeing them, Kanato quickly grabs Sana's hand and takes her to the school rooftop. Sana still can't believe she is standing so close to Kanato. She immediately takes out her phone and clicks a photo of him. After this, Kanato tells her his problem. He says he has missed so many classes that the school wants to expel him, but the principal gave him one last chance. If he becomes the school's official influencer and gets 1 lakh followers on Instagram, he won't be expelled. This will also increase the school's popularity and get new students to enroll. But for this, he needs to learn how to use Instagram. Kanato reminds her that last night, Sana herself offered to teach him social media, so he came to ask for her help. Hearing this, Sana is shocked and says that getting 1 lakh followers is not easy at all. Then she asks him why he stopped coming to school. Kanato calmly explains that people always look at his face and form their own opinions about him. Some think he is very smart, some think he is a great athlete, and some think he is a model. But when people get to know his real personality, they get disappointed because he is not what they imagine. Slowly, he started disliking this habit of people, and that's why he stopped coming to school. Now things have gotten so bad that he might get expelled. After saying this, Kanato comes closer to her and asks if she will help him. Seeing him suddenly so close, Sana gets nervous. Feeling shy, she walks away. But after a moment, she calms down, comes back, and says she will help him. However, she puts one condition. No one should know that she is the one taking Kanato's photos, because if his fans find out, they will start bothering her. Kanato thanks her from the bottom of his heart. He tells her that he had messaged many other people to help him learn Instagram, but no one even replied. Sana was the only one who offered to help without even knowing who he was. After this, Sana uploads the photo she took of Kanato on the account. Very quickly, the photo gets 3,000 likes and 800 new followers. Days pass, and Sana keeps taking new photos of Kanato in different corners of the school. Slowly, the account starts growing fast, and Sana is very happy to see this. However, whenever she is with Kanato, she avoids looking directly at him. One day, Kanato asks her why she always avoids looking at him. Sana smiles and says that if she looks at him for too long, she will scream with joy like a fan. But hearing this, Kanato smiles and says that he comes to school every day just to meet her, so she should stop avoiding his eyes now. Hearing Kanato's words, Sana's heart starts beating fast. They start their photo sessions again, but now every time Sana goes near Kanato, she becomes more nervous than before. One day during recess, Kanato suddenly sees her. Sana gets so flustered that while walking quickly, she bumps straight into a wall. Kanato quickly moves towards her, but before he can reach, Ryo gets to her first and takes her to the nurse's office. Sana thanks him. After a while, Kanato also arrives and asks about her health. Ryo leaves from there. Sana says she is completely fine now. Hearing this, Kanato sighs in relief. Then he slowly comes closer to her and asks if she is now closer to that other boy and less to him. Hearing this, Sana is surprised. She can't believe that Kanato is feeling jealous over her. But in the next moment, Kanato laughs and says that maybe people like such dialogue videos, so she should record that kind of content. Hearing this, Sana feels a little disappointed. Still, she records his video and soon it goes viral. At the same time, some girls start walking towards them. Sana starts to leave, but Kanato holds her hand, pulls her towards himself, and whispers in her ear that if she goes out now, those girls will see them together. Sana stands completely still right there. She can clearly feel Kanato's breath near her neck, and her heart starts beating even faster. Meanwhile, those girls are talking about Kanato. One girl says that he may look very handsome, but he is probably very arrogant too. Another girl agrees, saying that most handsome boys are like that. Hearing this, Sana wants to defend him, but Kanato stops her. After a while, when those girls leave, Sana tells him that now she will work even harder on the account so that people can also know his real personality. At this, Kanato smiles and says that as long as Sana knows him well, that's enough for him. The next day, Sana gets a message from Kanato. He calls her to meet at a station. Sana thinks there will probably be another photo session today, so she quickly reaches there. Kanato notices right away that her hair is open today. Sana laughs and says she left home in such a hurry that she forgot her hair tie. As soon as she starts taking his photos, Kanato stops her and and says he doesn't need photos today. Instead, he asks her to go watch a movie with him. At the cinema, he lets Sana choose the movie and orders all the food and drinks according to her preference. Sana realizes that although Kanato looks cool on the outside, he is actually very caring on the inside. While watching the movie, Kanato asks her if she likes such things, meaning watching movies in a theater. But right at that moment, the hero and heroine on the screen start kissing. Sana thinks Kanato is talking about that kiss, and she turns completely red with shyness. Thinking this, her heart starts beating very fast, and she nervously goes to the bathroom. She starts feeling like she really is on a date with Kanato. When Sana comes out of the bathroom, she sees some girls standing around Kanato flirting with him. But Kanato doesn't even pay attention to them. As soon as his eyes fall on Sana, a sweet smile appears on his face. Then he gives her a hair tie and lovingly helps her tie her hair. This small gesture from Kanato touches Sana's heart deeply. After this, Sana asks him if she can take some photos of him. The photos turn out nice, and Sana is very happy seeing them. But Kanato feels that Sana only likes his face. He tells her that he called her to the movies today so that Sana could know his real personality, not just his face. At this, Sana explains that this time she didn't take his photos just because he is handsome, but because she wants to keep the memory of this special day with her. Hearing this, Kanato becomes very happy and slowly moves closer to Sana. Sana also closes her eyes because she thinks Kanato might kiss her. Kanato also wants to kiss her, but at the last moment he stops himself. He tells Sana that he will never kiss her without her permission. His words touch Sana's heart even more. After reaching home, Sana finally realizes that she has fallen in love with Kanato. In happiness, she screams loudly, but in the next moment she tells herself that she shouldn't hope too much because she doesn't even know if Kanato likes her or not. The next day, Sana meets Kanato again. Kanato is very happy to see that Sana is wearing the same hair tie he gave her. He comes near her ear and softly says she looks very cute. Just then, some girls start coming towards them. Sana quickly asks Kanato to leave from there so no one sees them together. But the girls come to Sana and ask if she is the girl who is always with Kanato. Hearing this question, Sana gets nervous and stays quiet. Just then, Rio arrives and says that the teacher is calling her and he takes her away. Alone, Rio asks her if those girls were bothering her. Sana says it's nothing like that. Then Rio directly asks if she is the one managing Kanato's account. Hearing this, Sana is shocked, covers his mouth, and takes him to an empty classroom. There, Sana admits that she manages the account and asks him how he found out. Rio explains that he often sees Sana and Kanato together, and he also knows that Kanato doesn't know how to use social media, so he guessed it. Then Sana tells him the whole truth, that she is just helping Kanato so he doesn't get expelled from school. She also asks Rio to keep this a secret. Rio agrees, and from that day on, they become good friends. The next day, Sana decides she will be more careful so no one sees her with Kanato. Just then, her friend Yuzu comes and asks why she has been disappearing during breaks lately. Sana quickly says she was just busy and changes the topic. After this, Sana and Yuzu go to a workshop. There, the teacher asks all students to make teams of 4. Yuzu asks Rio to join their group and he agrees. Now they just need one more member. Suddenly, Kanato arrives there. Seeing him, all the girls start looking at him. The teacher asks him to choose a group. Kanato's eyes fall on Sana and he comes straight to her and asks if he can join her team. Seeing this, everyone starts staring at them, wondering if Sana and Kanato are dating. Sana gets very nervous. Just then, Rio handles the situation by talking to Kanato and says that he, Sana, and Kanato are all in the same class. Sana quickly agrees with him and signals to Kanato that she doesn't want people to connect them. Kanato understands her point, but he nods a little sadly. After this, the whole class goes on a trip. Their 2 girls keep taking photos of Kanato. Out of habit, Sana also takes out her phone to take pictures, but then she remembers that this could reveal her secret, so she stops right away. After a while, all groups start working on their assignments. Sana is sticking her group's paper on the board, but the glue is out of her reach. Just then, Kanato comes to her and helps her. He stands so close to Sana that her heart starts beating fast again. On top of that, all the students are watching them, so Sana gets even more nervous. She quickly goes to Rio and quietly tells him to take Kanato's photos for the account. But when Kanato sees the 2 of them so close, he starts feeling jealous and becomes sad. A little later, Kanato, Sana, Yuzu, and Rio go out to walk around. Everyone has snacks together and Sana looks very happy. Seeing her happy, Kanato also smiles, but he doesn't like it at all that Rio is taking her photos. After a while, Yuzu and Rio leave to buy something. Now Sana and Kanato are alone. Sana happily tells him that the account now has 80,000 followers, but Kanato suddenly admits that he had been holding himself back from getting close to Sana all day. Then he asks her to spend the rest of the day with just him. They walk towards a forest. There, Kanato suddenly hugs Sana and she hugs him back tightly. Kanato happily says he wishes this moment would never end and that Sana would always stay by his side like this. But just then, Rio arrives and Sana, flustered, quickly moves away from Kanato. This time, Kanato doesn't back down. He clearly tells Rio to leave them alone. But Rio feels that Kanato is just keeping Sana close so she can keep helping him with the Instagram account and he won't get expelled. Kanato immediately says that's not true, but he feels very bad knowing that Sana told Rio about his expulsion. During this argument, Sana's foot slips and she starts falling down the slope. Rio catches her hand in time and saves her. While saving Sana, Rio's long hair moves away from his face and his whole face is visible. Sana is shocked to see that Rio is also very handsome. Kanato sees her reaction and, worried about Sana, immediately goes down. Just then, Yuzu arrives and says it's time for lunch and everyone needs to go back to the hotel. Later, when Sana and Kanato are alone, Sana apologizes to him for telling Rio everything about the account and the expulsion. Kanato says she doesn't need to worry. If Rio helps her, the fear of Sana's secret being revealed will also be less. But then, feeling a little sad, he says he now understands that Sana likes Rio. Before Sana can say anything, Kanato leaves. After returning to her room, Yuzu tells Sana that she already knew Sana was the one taking Kanato's photos. In one photo, Sana's reflection was clearly visible in Kanato's eyes. Sana apologizes to her friend for hiding the secret. She explains that she was afraid that if the other girls found out the truth, they would make her life difficult out of jealousy. Yuzu understands her point. Then Sana tells her everything that happened between Kanato and Rio, and also how sad Kanato got when he saw her with Rio. Hearing this, Yuzu says that Kanato is clearly jealous and maybe he has fallen in love with Sana too, but Sana doesn't believe it. During break, those same girls come to them again. They say that during the trip they saw Sana, Yuzu, and Rio in Kanato's group. Then they ask if they know who takes photos for Kanato's account. Yuzu quickly points at Rio and says he is the one who takes them. The girls ask Rio if it's true, and Rio, without getting nervous, says yes. Sana is shocked and takes her friends to a quiet place. There, Yuzu and Rio say they will now help her hide her secret. Rio says they should all make a proper plan together. When Kanato finds out about this meeting, he also joins them. Finally, Yuzu can't come, and Sana has to go to a cafe with Kanato and Rio. There, Rio asks Sana for access to the Instagram account so that if anyone asks him for proof, he can show the account. Sana gives him the account details, but she spends so much time explaining everything to Rio that Kanato starts feeling left out and ignored. After the meeting ends, Rio and Kanato leave. Just then, Sana checks the account and sees that only 100 more followers are needed to reach the goal. Instead of being happy, Sana gets worried. She starts fearing that as soon as the account reaches 1 lakh followers, Kanato might not need her anymore and they will stop meeting. Finally, Sana gathers all her courage and tells Kanato that she likes him. Hearing her confession, Kanato is completely shocked, but without giving any answer, he leaves from there. Sana's heart breaks. The next day, Kanato doesn't come to school either. Seeing Sana sad, Rio asks her what happened. Crying, Sana tells him that she confessed her love to Kanato, but he didn't give any answer. While saying this, she starts crying. At that same moment, Rio also shares his heart's feelings. He says he also loves Sana and seeing her so sad hurts him deeply. Surprised, Sana apologizes to him for never understanding his feelings, but Rio tells her not to worry and both decide to always remain good friends. Later, Rio finds Kanato and asks him why he didn't respond to Sana's confession. Kanato explains that seeing Sana and Rio together made him feel that Rio is someone Sana can trust in difficult times. On the other hand, he himself has always depended on Sana, so he feels Sana deserves someone better than him. Rio tells him that this is not a decision Kanato should make alone. He should tell Sana all his feelings and then let Sana decide for herself if she wants to be with him or not. That night, Kanato goes live on Instagram and asks everyone to help reach 1 lakh followers. Within just 2 minutes, the account reaches the goal. But the next day, Kanato suddenly deletes the entire account. Seeing this, news spreads through the whole school that Kanato is leaving. Sana starts crying as soon as she hears this. Just then, she gets a message from Kanato asking her to meet him. Sana rushes to him without wasting any time. There, she finds out that Kanato is not going anywhere. He finally speaks his heart and admits that he has fallen in love with Sana. He says he wants to always be with her and wants to become someone Sana can trust in any difficulty. He also apologizes for making her wait so long. Then Kanato says that if Sana doesn't want to be with him now, he will understand. But Sana immediately says she still wants to be with him. Hearing this, Kanato happily kneels in front of her and asks her to be his girlfriend. Sana happily says yes without any delay. And with this, their beautiful love story reaches its happy ending.